What is going on, guys? JTJudgment here, and welcome to another Legend review in Ultimate Team. Today, guys, as you can see on the screen right now, we're going to be taking a look at the Portuguese striker Pauleta in this video, guys. So, when it comes to Legends to review, I've actually used Pauleta in the past. I purchased him not long after Legends were released, because at the time of me purchasing him, he was actually one of the cheaper options for a Legend, and I just wanted to try one of them, you know. Everybody was so damn expensive when they first came out. Pauleta was one of the cheaper options, so I decided to pick him up and try him out, and I wasn't too impressed with him. So I went into this review sort of knowing what to expect because I've used him previously, and I gotta say he didn't play any different to what he did, you know, months back when I used him. And it's honestly not that good of a review, to be honest, because he didn't really perform that well for me. I mean, when it comes to stats, he's got pretty decent stats for an 87 rated Legends, 82 pace, 85 shots, 78 dribbling, and 84 heading. Those are the stats you're going to be looking at for a striker. His in-game stats, he's got okay stats, 94 finishing, 89 on both free kicks and heading accuracy, 92 penalties, 90 shot power. His physical attributes, 85 acceleration, 86 jumping, 92 reactions, and the only mental attribute worth looking at, guys, is his 84 attack positioning. So when it comes to stats for an 87 rated Legend, I guess you could say they're okay. He does have quite a few 90s, which is exactly what everybody likes to see in a Legend. But does he perform to those standards of stats? Does he play like that in game? Well, in my opinion, I got to say no. I really didn't like him. He did not perform the way that I expected. For an 87 rated Legend, I mean, he's one of the worst Legends I've used. I mean, back when I used him a couple of months ago, he didn't perform that well, like I said earlier on. So I kind of knew what to expect going into this review. And I honestly just don't like him. He doesn't suit my style of play, you know. So let me go through some of his positives and his weaknesses, as I always do. His weaknesses really do outweigh his strengths, let me just tell you now. He's got a decent shot with his right foot, I will say that. 85 shot on the card. He has got a pretty decent shot with his right foot. His weak foot, on the other hand, is absolutely terrible. I don't think, well, I might have scored one or two chances that might be in this video, but guys, his weak foot is absolutely terrible. He is definitely a one-footed player. He is very reliable in the air. He's definitely someone you can rely on heading the ball into the back of the net, basically. Even though he's not that tall, I think he's only like 5'10", he does manage to win a lot of balls in the air. You'd be surprised the type of balls and the sort of crosses that this guy wins, you know, and the sort of defenders that he beats in the air. And the last positive I've got, guys, is he's got very good positioning. Now, he's got 84 attack positioning, medium attacking, and low defensive. I've used players that have got those work rates with a better attack positioning stat, and they have worse positioning, so obviously that made me enjoy him that much more, knowing that he's always in the position, well, not always, but most of the time, in the position that I need him to be in. Now, pretty much everything else about him, guys, is a weakness in my eyes. His dribbling and ball control was absolutely terrible. For a 78 dribbling stat, it really was poor. He is very weak. He gets muscled off the ball by pretty much everyone that catches up to him. His passing is very poor as well. So if you're thinking of using him as a centre forward or a centre attacking midfielder, keep in mind that he won't really make that many assists because his passing really isn't that accurate. Like I said earlier on, his weak foot is very unreliable. Like I said as well, I might have included one or two weak foot goals in this video, but just because they're in this video doesn't mean that his weak foot is perfect, you know. I tried shooting with both feet all the time, and his weak foot is absolutely terrible, guys. And the last weakness that I've got to mention is that he felt slower than 82 pace. Now, again, same thing I said with his attack positioning. I've used players that have less pace, but they seem quicker. You know, Teddy Sheringham is a perfect example. He has like 77 or 78 pace, something along those lines, and he feels faster. Teddy Sheringham feels like 82 pace. Pauleta does not feel like 82 pace. What makes him feel slower, I don't know, but that's just my opinion, guys. So you can see my final thoughts on the Legend Pauleta on the screen right now. Let's just whiz through them really quickly. He's got a decent shot with his right foot. I just want to comment on that, guys. He does miss a lot of simple opportunities that I expect pretty much anyone to finish, which made me scratch my head at times. But in general, he does have a pretty decent shot with his right foot. Very reliable in the air, very good positioning. Poor dribbling and ball control, very weak, terrible passing, very unreliable weak foot, and he did feel a lot slower than 82 pace. Well, he felt a lot slower than what I think 82 pace should be in my eyes, guys. So do I think he's worth it? I got to say no. 7.9 out of 10. He's one of the worst legends I've used. I don't know, I guess he's the sort of player that you're going to have to buy for yourself and try him out and see if he suits your style of play. He didn't suit my style of play. He's very weak. He's slower than what his pace says. His shooting isn't the best, but is decent. I guess one of the main usage you're going to get out of him is running down the wing, crossing it and heading it. But other than that, guys, for me personally, he was pretty much useless. And I got to say, he's definitely not worth the coins, even though he goes for, what does he go for? Somewhere around the 400,000 coin mark, I think he's going for right now. I could be completely wrong, but, you know, I'm not 100% up to date on the prices. But bottom line, I just don't think he's worth it in my eyes, guys. So that's going to wrap up my final thoughts and review of the Portuguese legend Pauleta, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, a like is greatly appreciated. And if you hit that subscribe button today, you will be updated on all my future squad builders and legend player reviews. And as always from me, guys, please take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-ra, guys.